Hi, I'm Mr. Pink, otherwise known as Modern Synthesis, and I'm here with a quick one for you. In case you missed it, Chapter Master Valrak came out with a new video today about Tyranid rumors. And as much as I hate getting my Tyranid rumors from a filthy Space Marine player who, by his own admission...
When it comes to Xenos races, I'm not really, the biggest person with...
He has been a faithful servant of the Hive Mind in the fact that he has been feeding us Tyranid rumors at all in this time when we were wandering in the desert. So I'm gonna allow it for now. Anyway, so last week he did a video about the contents of the 10th edition box set for Space Marines. I recommend you go check that out on his channel. And this week he did a video that he started off saying was going to be about the Tyranid contents for the 10th edition starter set, but it began, and then he immediately said, well, actually this isn't about contents. This is just going to be about some randomness. So I'm going to start off by talking about the stuff that we've talked about many times that there isn't much details on, and then finish up by talking about the stuff that might be a little more interesting. So first of all, he mentioned full range refresh for the Tyranids, like with the Necrons. This has been mentioned before. Would be really awesome if it happens. He did mention that new Gaunts, which we have talked about before. We talked about Hyper Gaunts, we talked about new Gaunts. He said 2 or 3 different types of Gaunts. And caution that it would probably be 2. I think it would be really cool if we got 3 types of Gaunts, like Termagant Refresh, Homagant Refresh, and then Magistrants, whatever that is, some kind of new Gaunt. Someone on the Discord, the Creature Conference Discord, mentioned possibility of a Psychic type of Gaunt. That would be cool. Some of the other things that he goes into today maybe point towards more Psychic Tyranids. So yeah, there was new Gaunts, redone Lictor, which we've talked about before, no details on that. Redone Biovore, which we've talked about before. Slightly new thing, new plastic spore mines. He said bigger, chunkier spore mines. Was he maybe riffing that might be a thing? I don't know how spore mines are going to be exciting. I guess I don't even play the game, so I don't really know what spore mines you can take right now, but I know there's the bigger spore mine that comes with the Tyrannocyte, and then there's the smaller spore mines that I think you get in plastic with the Harpy right now, the Hive Crone, but you can't get them in plastic anywhere else. So I don't know, new spore mines. Maybe we're coming back to the time when you could buy just a big clump of spore mines and just have them drift across the table. That'd be cool. I'm also down for anything that makes the Biovore more interesting and more awesome, because I grew up playing Biovores in 2nd edition, so that's good news. He mentioned something interesting about new Gene Sealers, mentioning specifically that from what he's hearing, they're not going to be coming with the 10th edition starter set or necessarily at launch, that they might be later. He suggested maybe Kill Team, Space Hulk box, something like that, which would be cool, but if you know me at all, you know that I have been hammering home the fact that we have had new Gene Sealer sculpts since 2016. Games Workshop did new Gene Sealer sculpts when they did the very first wave of Gene Sealer Cult. New pure strains in there. Really cool sculpts that were an amalgamation of the 2nd edition Gene Stealers and then the 4th edition Gene Stealers that came out with Battle for Macragge. It'd be great to have those. Why are we waiting longer? Are we trying to make it 8 years, 9 years? Anyway, that's my bone. The bone that Flynnhammer will be picking is that Valrak did say that there was going to be at least a Winged Warrior, possibly as an HQ in the 10th edition box set, or the possibility of more Winged Warriors. If you watched our conversation about Farragants, which was another recent thing that cropped up, I think, on Reddit or something like that, when someone was describing the Strangleweb box that was rumored, apparently Valrak commented on that and said, this is garbage, this is not happening. But the way he said that was that this is, as he said, this is just like the moon landing. It's wait, are you saying the moon landing didn't happen? Are you saying this stuff didn't happen because it's the moon landing? Anyway, whatever. In that description of the Strangleweb box or whatever it is, they mentioned that Farragants were some kind of winged Gaunt or warrior type. They went into intimate descriptions of what the model's going to look like, which led me to believe it, because why would you go into that much detail for a bullshit rumor? And then they said in that there was a mention of Shrikes, which is winged Tyranid warriors. So maybe winged Tyranid warriors are coming. Maybe Flynn's going to be happy. Yeah, so that's kind of the stuff that we've kind of mentioned before, that there isn't as much detail. He did mention I'm going to let him say it because he says it so well.
Emerissa. I can't even bloody say the word. Norn Emerissa.
The Norn Emissary, which was also, what was the Maliceptrix? Is that what they called it in one of the rumors? That's going to be a beefed up Zoanthrope, or a chonky, brutal looking Zoanthrope. I'm a little disappointed by that, if that's true. I was really hoping that this would be another Dominid, from Epic 40k Tyranid Dominatrix, big quadrupedal thing with psychic powers. Emissary of the Norn Queen. but maybe we're just going to get a big Zoanthrope. Hopefully it's cool, but I'd like some different designs. And then also the other cool tasty bit that he mentioned was he didn't give a name for it, but he mentioned a big bug unit that is like a big brain bug unit, and is meant to resemble the Venom Crawler that Chaos has, like that spidery tank thing, which I think looks really cool. I really like the design for the Venom Crawler. However, that leads me to believe like another knife-walking, spider-legged Tyranid, which I'm not crazy about, but it could be cool. And anytime we get big new Tyranids, that's really cool. But my favorite bit from all the stuff that he shared is new Screamer Killer! Yay! Anyone who knows me at all knows that I'm obsessed with the Screamer Killer. I've converted a number of them over the years, be it back in 4th edition when the Plastic Carnifex came out and we were doing the Battle for Tyrant table. I made this chonky boy with the Scything Talons sculpted by Bits of Box, super talented dude. And then more recently, I made my little Screamer Killer, who's this guy over here. And he was just meant to be like a more interesting looking warrior for Kill Team. So I am a firm believer in Screamer Killers, and I'm screaming that there might be a new Screamer Killer. That would be super sweet. And if that was like a dual kit making Old One Eye, because we'd heard that in the other rumors that there's gonna be some kind of dual kit that can like build one Old One Eye, but there was also the like, what do they call it? Or Cerebrofex. That was a rumor, but I don't know about that. But yeah, I'm really hoping that the Screamer Killer comes, and that would be kind of in line with Games Workshop's current thing of dredging up stuff from fan favorites from the past and giving them new life, like with the character models, that kind of stuff. So that would be really neat. So that about wraps it up. About the only other thing that I think he mentioned was that though he started off talking about this as being in the 10th edition box set, he did, I think, mention that he has heard these things are coming, but they're not necessarily all coming at the beginning. And if you remember the way that the Necrons released, they released in like subsequent waves where like they'd all came out over maybe like a year, maybe slightly more than a year, with like in different chunks. So not all the NIDs dumped on our laps at once, but hopefully there will be a good like initial wave release and then some good stuff to come in the following year. That'd be awesome. But yeah, that's all for now. What do you think about these Tyranid rumors? Do you think they're, as you know from our Tyranid rumor scorecard, do you think that these things are Shrikes, Red Terror, or Plastic Lictor? Are they never happening at all? Are they maybe happening? Are they definitely happening? Let me know in the comments. And maybe we'll talk about this some more with Hydra and Moloch on our next Creature Conference. That's not going to be for about 2 weeks' time on I believe the 24th. So following up on Adepticon, we'll have a Creature Conference. And yeah, we can get into it there. But yeah, let me know in the comments how you feel about it. Let me know which one of these things you're most excited about, potentially. And we'll take it from there. Thanks a lot. Bye.